Hi, I'm DeeBee Daws, and I'm living welderly with positivity as I age with purpose and change by design. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11, we read, "He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart, yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end." Far too often we get frustrated with God because things are not happening in our timeline. We think that we know better than He, and we get impatient. This leads to depression and anxiety. But God is perfectly in control of what is happening, including the timing of our seasons in life. Life is a tapestry woven with the threads of different seasons, each bringing its unique challenges and lessons and joys. Embracing the seasons of life means accepting the ebb and flow, recognizing that every phase has its purpose and beauty. Just as nature transitions through spring, summer, autumn, and winter, our lives are marked by cycles that shape who we are and who we become. Spring is the season of beginnings. It's when new life sprouts and the world awakens from dormancy of winter. In our lives, spring represents youth and the early stages of any new endeavor. It's a time of learning, exploration, and boundless energy. Embracing this season means welcoming opportunities for growth, being open to new experiences, and having the courage to plant seeds for the future. In this season, mistakes are common but invaluable. They are lessons that help us grow. Just like young plants need both sunshine and rain to thrive, we need both successes and setbacks to develop resilience and wisdom. Celebrate the freshness of spring, for it's the foundation upon which the rest of our lives are built. Summer is characterized by long days, warmth, and abundance. In our lives, summer symbolizes the period of productivity, achievement, and fulfillment. It's when our efforts from the spring bear fruit. We often find ourselves at the peak of our personal and professional lives during this season, full of energy and enthusiasm. Embracing summer means savoring the fruits of our labor and sharing them with others. It's a time to build relationships, make memories, and enjoy the abundance we've worked hard to create. However, it's also a season where the intensity of the sun can be overwhelming. Balance is the key. Taking time to rest and recharge ensures that we can continue to flourish without burning out. Autumn is a time of harvest, reflection, and preparation for the quieter days ahead. The vibrant colors of fall remind us of the beauty and change and the richness of experience. In our lives, autumn is the period of maturity. We've gained knowledge, skills, and wisdom. It's a season of reaping the benefits of our hard work and reflecting on our journey. Embracing autumn involves acknowledging our achievements and learning from our experiences. It's a time to share our wisdom with others, mentor the younger generation, and pass on the torch. This season encourages us to prepare for the future by letting go of what no longer serves us, much like trees shedding their leaves. Reflecting on our past helps us to understand and appreciate the cycles of life, preparing us for the introspective season of winter. Winter is often seen as a season of stillness and rest. The world becomes quiet and life slows down. In our lives, winter represents the times of reflection, rest, and for many, the later years of life. It's a period for contemplation, cherishing memories, and finding peace within. Embracing winter means accepting the need for rest and recognizing the importance of solitude and introspection. It's a time to reconnect with our inner selves, evaluate our life's journey, and find contentment in the quiet moments. The barrenness of winter landscapes teaches us that there is beauty in simplicity, and that even in stillness, there is growth happening beneath the surface. While each season is distinct, they are all interconnected, much like the stages of our lives. The lessons learned in spring prepare us for the challenges of summer. The rewards of summer give us the resources to thrive in autumn. The reflections of autumn equip us with the wisdom to find peace in winter. And the rest in winter rejuvenates us for the new beginnings in spring. Life's seasons don't always follow a linear path. We may find ourselves experiencing elements of different seasons simultaneously. For instance, we might be in the autumn of our career while enjoying the spring of a new hobby or relationship. Understanding and accepting this fluidity allows us to navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. One of the most important aspects of embracing the seasons of life is accepting change. Change is the only constant, and resisting it can lead to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. By viewing change as a natural and essential part of life, we can approach each new phase with curiosity and openness. Every season, with its unique qualities, teaches us to adapt, grow, and appreciate the present moment. Change brings growth, and with growth comes a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Balancing the demands and gifts of each season is crucial for a fulfilling life. Overcommitting in summer can lead to burnout, while resisting the reflective nature of winter can hinder personal growth. By tuning into the rhythms of our own lives, we can find a balance that allows us to thrive in each season. Listening to our bodies, minds, and hearts can guide us in knowing when to push forward and when to rest, when to plant new seeds and when to harvest. This balance fosters a harmonious life, rich with experiences and deep with wisdom. Embracing the seasons of life is about recognizing and honoring the natural cycles we all go through. Each season brings its own set of challenges and rewards, shaping us into who we are meant to be. By accepting and flowing with these cycles, we can live more fully, appreciate each moment, and find joy and meaning in every phase of our lives. Whether you are in the spring of new beginnings, the summer of abundance, the autumn of reflection, or the winter of contemplation, embrace your season. Each one is a gift, a chapter in the beautiful story of your life. I have an inspirational story about a man named Nicholas Winton and how he used the seasons of his life. He was born in 1909 in London to Jewish parents and was the middle child with an older sister and a younger brother. He became a stockbroker, and at the age of 29, he planned a skiing holiday in Switzerland a few weeks before Christmas in 1938. Hitler's armies were ravaging the nation of Czechoslovakia, tearing Jewish families apart and marching parents to concentration camps. No one was caring for the children. Winton got wind of their plight and resolved to help them. His motto was, if something is not impossible, then there must be a way to do it. Instead of going to Switzerland, he went to Prague, where he met parents who incredibly were willing to entrust their children's future to his care. After returning to England, he worked his regular job on the stock exchange by day and advocated for the children at night on a committee determined to find a way to rescue those children. The committee convinced Great Britain to permit their entry. One of the means used to transport the children was a ferry that became known as the Kindertransport. They found foster homes and raised funds to benefit those children. The first transport was scheduled for March 14, 1939. They accomplished 7 more over the next 5 months, with the last trainload of children arriving on August 2, bringing the total of rescued children to 669. On September 1, the biggest transport was to take place, but Hitler invaded Poland, and Germany closed the borders throughout Europe. None of the 250 children on that train were ever seen again. Winton, and probably most of those on the committee, were in the summer, autumn, and even the winter of their lives, whereas the children were in the spring of their lives. The parents of these children perished in the Auschwitz concentration camp. Winton's humanitarian accomplishments remained unknown and unnoticed by the world for nearly 50 years. Winton didn't tell anyone, not even his wife, of his rescue efforts. In 1988, she found a scrapbook in their attic with all the children's photos and a complete list of names. She prodded him to tell the story. He gave the scrapbook to Elizabeth Maxwell, a Holocaust researcher and wife of media magnate Robert Maxwell. Letters were sent to each of these known addresses, and 80 of Winton's children were found in Britain. He was invited to the BBC television program, That's Life, as a member of the audience. At one point, Winton's scrapbook was shown, and his achievements were explained. The host of the program, Esther Ranson, introduced Winton. Ranson asked whether anybody in the audience was among the children who owed their lives to Winton, and if so, to stand. More than 24 people surrounding Winton rose and applauded. Ranson then asked if anyone present was the child or grandchild of one of the children Winton saved, and the rest of the audience stood. The British press celebrated him and dubbed him the British Schindler. In 2003, Winton was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II for services to humanity in saving Jewish children from Nazi-occupied Czechoslovakia. In 2009, 22 people traveled to London on a fall morning. The group looked like a social club from a retirement home. They were all in their 70s or 80s, gray-haired, and had shuffling steps as they approached the train platform. This was not a social trip. It was a journey of gratitude. They came to thank the man who had saved their lives. Nicholas Winton, the young man who had greeted them on that same train platform in 1939, was now a stooped centenarian. The grateful group included a film director, a Canadian journalist, a news correspondent, a former minister in the British cabinet, a magazine manager, and one of the founders of the Israeli Air Force. Some 6,000 children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren owed their existence to Winton's bravery. He wore a ring given to him by some of the children he saved. It bared a line from the Talmud, the book of Jewish law: save one life, save the world. To celebrate his 100th birthday, Winton flew over the White Waltham airfield in a microlight piloted by Judy Linden, the daughter of one of the boys he saved. His birthday was also marked by the publication of a profile in the Jewish Chronicle. In 2014, he was awarded the highest honor of the Czech Republic, the Order of the White Lion. Winton died in his sleep from cardiac arrest on the morning of 1 July 2015 at the age of 106. His death came 76 years to the day after 241 of the children he saved left Prague on a train. Winton's story reminds us that we are never too old to find a cause and do what we can to better the world. Thanks for listening today. Just a reminder to watch for me on your favorite podcast channel, and I have a TikTok and Instagram accounts. My website has been completely redesigned and has a beautiful new look, so check that out at www.livingwelderly.com. In closing, I have a funny story for you. A new business was opening, and one of the owner's friends wanted to send flowers for the occasion. They arrived at the new business site, and the owner read the card. It said, "Rest in peace." The owner was angry and called the florist to complain. After he had told the florist of the obvious mistake and how angry he was, the florist said, "Sir, I'm really sorry for the mistake. But rather than getting angry, you should imagine this. Somewhere there is a funeral taking place today, and they have flowers with a note saying, 'Congratulations on your new location.'" I'm DeeBee Daws, living welderly with positivity. See you next week.